The first official issue of Ukrainian stamps was authorized on July 1918 by the newly formed government of an independent Ukraine. The denominations were not in rubles or kopecks, but in shaghiv, which is translated as steps. The stamps would have a cost of 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50 steps. In addition to the name of the new country, which was the Ukrainian People's Republic, almost all the stamps, except the red one, had a trident, a symbol that became a national emblem hated by Russians but revered by those who were ready to give their lives for the freedom and independence of the Ukrainian people. By the way, according to widely accepted belief, the Ukrainian word voля, meaning freedom, was encrypted in the early 20th century design of the trident. Although the usage of the trident as an ornamental element on the territory of modern-day Ukraine is known from 1st century AD, it also appeared on the medieval coinage of Kievan Rus, a powerful state that existed in 9th to 13th centuries in the area of Dnipro River. In order to be associated with the former glory of Kievan Rus, Russia, as a state, later appropriated or essentially stole the name. Similar tactics were used by the Nazi when they pronounced Third Reich, claiming to be successors of Roman Empire. Postal stamps printed in Imperial Russia before the Revolution were allowed to circulate in an independent Ukraine between 1918 and 1920, but were supposed to have an overprint in the form of the Ukrainian trident. There are many interpretations of the symbol. It has various meanings, depending on the time. However, I find the hypothesis that in its current form, it symbolizes a falcon descending on its prey to be rather fascinating. You can clearly recognize the round body and the sharp tail in the middle, as well as the wings on the sides. By the way, a newly independent Russia also used to overprint imperial issues of postal stamps with symbols of new Russian state, the star with a hammer and a sickle in the center. Overprints in general are an interesting phenomenon that reflects not only political change, but also inflation, like in these examples. The value of this stamp, issued by Soviet Russia in the early 1920s, was bumped up from 250 rubles to 100,000. Around World War I, Russian stamps also performed the function of small change, due to a shortage of coins. The second official series of postal stamps by independent Ukraine was printed in Vienna by the Austrian Military Geographic Institute. Unfortunately, though, they were not circulated because of the occupation of Ukraine by Bolshevik Russia. That Russia initially recognized the Ukrainian People's Republic but later decided otherwise, likely after realizing the huge economic and strategic importance of the territory, deemed essential for the reincarnation of an empire in the form of the Soviet Union. The new stamps of the Ukrainian Soviet Republic bear signs of suffering. These were charity stamps, with additional costs to benefit hungry people. The Soviet/Bolshevik military units, following orders from Moscow, created artificial hunger by confiscating the crop yield and livestock from farmers, who they claimed to liberate from exploitation. Stamps are the remnants and evidence. They now show us that the century-old stories have continuation in recent tragic events, and hopefully they will remind us not to forget the past.
Такая пісня душу розриває, гірше б'ється в грудях серце. б'ється, як серце.